These people had GPS mishaps. In 2022, this car drove on a frozen canal in Indianapolis. Then the ice gave out underneath and it plunged into the frigid water. The driver claimed her GPS directed her to drive onto the canal. She drove until she came to a dead end and tried to turn around, but the car fell into the water. Witnesses had to rush and help her out. No injuries were reported. This is Phil Paxson celebrating his daughter's 9th birthday party in 2022.
I wanna celebrate and live my life.
But the day ended in tragedy after he drove off a bridge that washed away 9 years before.
It's very hard to, yes, 100% preventable in my opinion.
The party was at a friend's house and his wife Alicia was the first to leave with their 2 daughters. Phil stayed behind to help clean up.
We did have a very good day. I remember saying goodbye, love you, see you in a bit.
Ann Mercogliano explains.
It was a stormy night and Phil Paxson only had a short drive to the house he had recently moved into in suburban Charlotte. He was still unfamiliar with the roads, so his family says he did what many of us do. He followed his GPS.
His family believes his GPS directed him down this road. He expected to cross a small bridge, but the bridge hasn't existed since 2013 when it was washed away. Locally, it was known as the Bridge to Nowhere. Paxson drove right off the road, plunging 20 feet into the ravine.
Unfathomable. I mean, I just can't wrap my head around how this could happen.
We've heard from neighbors that they have heard of babysitters or delivery drivers who have almost suffered the same fate as Phil.
He didn't deserve to die this way.
In June of 2023, a woman motorist drove down a boat ramp after she said her GPS system directed her straight into the water.
You gotta leave the car right now. Hurry, it's going under. Hurry up and get out.
Witnesses threw a flotation device to help her swim to the boat.
Watch what you're stepping, okay? Within seconds, the car actually sinks and goes under. We tried to coax her out of the vehicle, and she's like, well, it's floating. I'm like, not for very long.
5 weeks before, the same thing happened at the same dock.
It's crazy because it's literally the exact same ramp and the exact same spot.
2 sisters were rescued from their sinking SUV. In both incidents, drivers said they were following GPS directions.
She says she was headed to an excursion and her GPS had told her that's where she needed to turn and where she needed to go. Hurry, it's going under!
In 2016, one woman's wrong turn saved a dolphin's life. Lorraine and Mike spotted the mammal stuck on the beach near the shallow waters of Scotland. The 2 photographers were traveling home from a shoot when their GPS accidentally led them to the stranded dolphin. They called rescuers who rushed to the animal's side with seaweed and towels to keep her skin moist. Mike held on to the fin to comfort the dolphin. And after a little TLC, she was ready to go back into the wild.
I'm really scared. Please help me.
Did this college student's GPS lead her to near disaster in 2017? 24-year-old Amber VanHecke was driving to the Grand Canyon, and her GPS told her to turn down a road that didn't exist. She ran out of gas and was stranded in the desert for 5 days before being rescued.
Turn right at the traffic light.
According to AAA spokesperson Robert Sinclair, sometimes GPS can lead you astray.
These devices have taken people to non-existent roads. They've taken them to cliffs. I was using one time and looking for a hotel. It took me to a cemetery. Before you get out on the road and you're using a GPS, it's good to track your location, either using your online map, turn-by-turn directions, a paper map. You should not turn off your brain.
Turn right at the traffic light. Then turn right.
Yeah, we're not going that way. We're ignoring you right now because that's not where we want to go.
For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindall.